I do believe the next thing we have is Garrus's finding the geneticist thing in the Herschel system. Dr. Saleon. Hopefully once we do this, Garrus will be happy and he'll not be distracted by other stuff while we're looking for Saren here. Tungle. Twice the size of Earth. 242 degrees Celsius, my god. Klobaka. 2,000 Earth years orbital period. Great. Oh, the surface temperature is pretty nice though. 7. Not so bad. Rocky asteroid. Thank you. Atoll. Attempts to chart this planet have not been successful. Why? It doesn't really say. MSV Fidel. The Fidel is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. The hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry, private owner, Dr. R. Hart. Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, that's his fake name, right? Dr. Hart, because he's like, kind of twisted and he thinks it's really funny or something. Exactly who we're looking for. And we know this spot already because Garrus told us about it. That's why we didn't have to like, go seek it out specifically, I guess. Let's go. And of course, we gotta bring Garrus with us. Garrus and... Liara? Just so we're ready here. Garrus, how are you doing on the points? Here we go, here we go. But decryption is what we need too, it's not just electronics. Guess I'll do this. That should get us most things, right? Hopefully. And maybe I'll leave the 1 point alone for now. Unlocking assault training eventually would be nice though. Liara, 14 points. Oh, Liara also has electronics. But you don't have decryption. The difference is... lets you use the electronic skill to repair or bypass objects. Oh, so decryption is actually what I'm looking for probably. For getting the locked objects. It's not really electronics. Okay, noted. Liara, keep going, keep going. Go with... stasis. How about? You can do throwing stuff too. You should do that. Yeah. Alright, we're good for now. And we're ready. It's already red. You ready, guys? That's a lot of freaking people. It's always so cramped.
Hostile contact.
What? Test subject. Oh no. Oh, there's some like husk thing going on here. I gotta get out of here. It's so... oh. They're not Thorian creepers, but they're also not husks. They don't seem quite... they don't have the blue eyes thing going on. Which I suppose is a good thing. Ah! Yeah, they don't... they're kind of like an off-color Thorian creeper. Okay, that's not even just growing organs inside people's bodies or whatever anymore. That's... yeah. This guy needs to be arrested. Shame on the Citadel! Shame on CSEC for not dealing with this. He's not here? Okay, that's weird. Am I missing something? See if he's on board. There must be other rooms that we haven't looked at yet. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from
Shut
those
up.
things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Your subtitle name gave you away.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
Garrus definitely wants to kill him, right? Should we arrest him or should we kill him? Even the neutral one is killing him. Well, no, maybe this is a good time to, like, you know, tell Garrus that, hey, we don't gotta kill everybody we come across. Especially someone like this. If you kill him, that's too easy for him. Make him go to jail forever.
We'll take him in, drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
He won't be getting away. We have him.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Saleon. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
I smell trouble!
Oh.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
I didn't shoot anything. Garrus shot one shot. There was a point, okay? It's not always about the end solution or what happens at the end, Garrus. I feel like he really has to back down a little bit with this aggression here.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Saleon's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species, pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to the Normandy. Maybe a good thing for us to all learn anyway. We all gotta, I understand how Garrus feels, but it's just, sometimes it's just giving people ammo to, what do you call it? Delegitimize us. Because they're gonna be like, oh, you didn't do things properly, oh, you're this and that, you're cruel, and you didn't go by the protocols, blah blah blah. Even though we're the Spectre, it doesn't mean that we don't have our own rules. And I know we make them, but yeah. Well, Garrus, at least you gotta kill him, right? I didn't shoot a single shot. Or maybe Liara did it, I don't know. Well, that was... How was he gonna get away from that? Like, there was a whole bunch of test subjects here and just him. If we left him alone, he probably would have died eventually anyway. Just stuck inside the room, not being able to get out to get food. Eh. Alrighty then. Does this mean it's time for us to go to Novaria? It very well might be. I think so. I think so. Want to do a quick round and see if anybody wants to talk to me? Garrus, I'm kind of curious to see if he has anything to say about what just happened here. Garrus. The rest of you guys are probably... alright? Slow-ass elevator.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
We have more.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
Oh, very strong.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of.
Oh no, even worse.
We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
Which one of you made it first?
It was a tie. I brought back his head. She got the rest of him. As far as I know, we both got paid.
Very smart.
Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
Sounds like you didn't kill her then.
So what'd you do?
Well, I wasn't going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Salarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
Friends? They weren't really friends. They were both mercs. Kind of a weird relationship. I'm actually guessing she died then.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station. Used my entire store of ammunition. Had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about your contract? You could still try to collect the money. They might still believe you that she's dead already.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
Wow, I'm really impressed by the both of you. You and the Asari Commando. You somehow turned the situation into a win-win for the both of you. A little bit weird, huh? Because mercenaries often give off this impression of being a bit more sneaky, because they're usually hired to do jobs that you can't talk about publicly, right? But they have this code of honor thing going on between Rex and Alina. Interesting.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I enjoyed that story. However, I did not enjoy my Codex expanding from that.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Y'all have more stuff to talk about than I realized. There's more.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
Ah, it wasn't that long ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Somebody in your family from the war?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Oh.
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and over. And I think my record merits more than garrison duty on a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Oh, that's why before she mentioned that, like, Shepard was saying something about how, hey, you should be elsewhere. How come you were never posted in better places? Is that related to why you dislike aliens, though? Because the Alliance people aren't directly... If your granddad surrendered to aliens, how is that a reason for you to dislike aliens?
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
Okay, not directly because of her granddad surrendering, but the entire thing surrounding that, I guess. Just she's very, very human first.
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CEO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Always good to learn a little bit more about our teammates here. When did this refresh? These are... well, like when we went to the Citadel?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
In the beginning, that's what I suspected, but they were willing to make me a Spectre and let me hunt him down, so I'm really hoping not, but I mean, anything is possible, I guess.
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
Not a bad idea, but it's just like what we did about Dr. Saleon, right? If we keep him alive, we might be able to get more information out of him. If we just kill him, then we might not get to find out anything about the Protheans, the Geth and all that, and the Reapers. I don't know.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
Garrus is so bloodthirsty. Maybe it comes with the long years at CSEC, where he's seen a lot of criminals get away or something.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, ma'am.
Garrus, cool little bit, alright? I know you want to do things, you want to get things done, but... let's try to think. If we kill him, that's a very permanent action that we can't undo.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
Does it? Feel like I've been collecting Turian insignias and matriarch writings the whole time.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
Good.
I should go.
See you later.
Good. We should be breeding some trust between our people here, even though half the people on the ship aren't really Alliance people. Liara, Tali, Rex. Rex is just a random mercenary that's following us for some reason. They say we're getting closer, but I wonder if we're actually getting closer. The only thing we've really done to get closer is go to Pharos. Everywhere else? Not really. Haven't gone to Noveria yet. Haven't gone to Vermeer yet.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. How you doing, Liara?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Well, we don't live to be 1,000 years old.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
To Liara, her time on the ship here is like a blip in her entire lifespan. But to us, it's a big thing.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I guess so. The Volus and the Elcor were complaining about how, oh, humanity always gets favoritism from the Council, which I guess looks really unfair and makes us look really aggressive. But we're just trying to get rights for our own people.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Oh. Liara was Facebook stalking me.
You're interested in me because of my visions.
Oh,
You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
Not this again! Oh my god, you're a girl! I can't do that! This is... Why would that matter? Oh my god. I'll do it anyway. But, I don't like getting interrogated by everybody about this.
You want a relationship with me? Even though we're both women?
We Asari are monogendered, Commander. Male and female do not have any real meaning for us. We do, however, have maternal instincts, so perhaps we would fill what you consider a female role. I'm sorry if this is awkward for you, Shepard. I am only trying to be honest. I feel as if we share some type of connection. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Lieutenant Alenko.
Liara, despite her young age, being so forward about this, it's a bit of a contrast. I don't want to talk about this so clearly. Come on, leave it ambiguous, and I want to lead both of you on.
The lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
I'm interested.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Something opposites attract. Yeah, I mean, especially for Asari. As a species, a lot of attributes of Asari seem to favor learning about things they don't know about. So I think it makes perfect sense that you would be attracted to someone who's not an Asari. Which, I mean, it doesn't have to be a taboo for you to be with an Asari, which it is for Asaris, but yeah, don't think too hard.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
You started it!
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
This is so unprofessional.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I'm going around wooing everybody on my ship. In the vicinity of the doctor, too. My god, she's been listening to all this, probably. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this conversation. Man, you sweat a lot.
We haven't had time together since our last chat. A lot was said when we talked.
What? Oh my god, everyone's interrogating me.
Something to add, Lieutenant, or are you just breaking in your thesaurus?
Sorry, not sure where I stand. You seem a bit, distracted by someone.
Make you spell it out?
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. Not to my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Wait. We've heard this exact conversation before. I'll just tell him whatever.
My relationship with Dr. Tassoni is
all right,
yeah.
Only a rumor. But you don't have to spend your off-duty time with me. Not if you don't want to.
I did this one last time, right?
Look, there's nothing...
No issue. I'm just looking for... Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Smug aliens.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
Vernus was his instructor, the Turian instructor, at his brain camp place, I think? Who told him point blank, hey, I killed your dad, I was on that ship that killed your dad, or whatever.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. broke her arm.
Oh, his crush.
She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard.
Whoa.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Codex folded a couple of years later. That's funny. I'm not sure which of us got the worst of what happened.
Whoa, your actions seem like it had a big butterfly effect thing going on. Did they not get him to the infirmary on time on purpose though? Because that's what it kind of sounds like to me. Because that guy sounds like an ass anyway, normally.
Was Rana all right?
Rana? Yeah. Yeah, she was fine. We never really, we stopped talking after that.
Well, I can see why. You killed a man for her.
I don't understand.
Rana had a gentle heart. She loved everyone. Vernus terrified her. We all protected her from him. I mean, everyone who loved her. But after what I did to him, she was terrified of me too. Anyway, this is, I had a point here. Aliens are individuals. Just because one's an ass doesn't mean they all are. So, yeah, I hated that Turian, but he wasn't a Turian to me. He was Vernus.
You should go down and talk to Ashley a bit more.
So that's why you're so self-controlled.
I'm no more disciplined than any other biotic, Shepard. This is all ancient history. I'm over it.
You agonize over doing the right thing and never let yourself lose control. Because Rana spurned you after Vernus died.
That's... all right. Maybe you have a point. Maybe. But I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me. Fully functional human being. And I won't be a burden on you. On the crew.
Caden, you're a strong man. Talking about this doesn't make you a whiner, and it doesn't make you immature. It makes you human.
All right. But it's embarrassing you had to tell me that.
No.
You're right. I might need to loosen up a little. I'll try. Glad you'll be here when it's over, Shepard. I'm looking forward to some shore leave.
Caden is kind of like opposite of Garrus in some ways. Garrus is not impulsive, but he's very like, yeah, let's go kill some people. But Caden has a lot of self-control.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness.
Right.
I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Just trying to get a sense of where
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Okay. Oh man, everybody wants a piece of my time. Everybody. I didn't realize you guys all had something to say again. Again. What about Joker? Let's check him out. I guess we're not going to Noveria after all. Forget it. I give up. There's too many people to talk to around here. Joker. We need to get a move on in reading some of the Codex too.
Commander, something you need?
No, that's it.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Well, maybe we'll learn a little bit more about biotics today. How does that sound? Oh my dear god. Oh, I was clearing out these slowly and then they added more. Okay, let's get a voiced one. We haven't seen a voiced one in a while. Technology?
Biotics is the ability of rare individual. Element 0 can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with Mass Effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass Effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
Mass Effect, the reason why any of this intergalactic mingling is even happening. That's a great name for this story, Mass Effect.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
And that's why the Council was so mad that the humans were trying to activate an inactive mass relay. That's why on the galaxy map we saw the red line that was going all over the place, because they only go in one direction, the primary relays.
Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni-tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
I don't think we've ever really seen this do anything specific, gameplay-wise. I know we all have it, but have we ever really used it? I don't think so. Okay. We go back here. It's Asari religion. The pantheistic mainstream Asari religion is Siari, which translates roughly as all is one. The faithful agree on certain core truths. The universe is a consciousness, every life within it is an aspect of the greater whole, and death is a merging of one spiritual energy back into the greater universal consciousness. Siarists don't specifically believe in reincarnation. They believe that spiritual energy, returned to the universal consciousness upon death, will eventually be used to fill new mortal vessels. Siari became popular after the Asari left their homeworld and discovered their ability to meld with nearly any form of life. This ability is seen as proof that all life is fundamentally similar. Siari priestesses see their role as promoting unity between the disparate shards of the universe's awareness. Before the rise of Siari pantheism, Asari religions were as diverse as their political opinions. The strongest survivor of those days is a monotheistic religion worshipping the goddess Athame. Like the Asari, the goddess cycles through the triple aspects of maiden, matron, and matriarch. Is that just an automatic thing that happens if you reach a certain age? What's the border? What's the cutoff between becoming a matron and a matriarch, I wonder? Religion. I can see why Asari don't believe in the afterlife and all that, living so long. Salarians and biology. Salarians are noted for their high-speed metabolism, which allows them to function on just 1 hour of sleep a day. Oh my god! That's mind-blowing. Their minds and bodies work faster than most sapient races, making them seem restless or hyperactive. The drawback of this active metabolism is a short lifespan of around 40 human years. Okay, that might be a bit. Salarians are amphibian haplodiploid egg layers. Unfertilized eggs produce males and fertilized eggs produce females. Once a year, a Salarian female will lay a clutch of dozens of eggs. Social rules prevent all but a fraction from being fertilized. As a result, 90% of a species is male. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Have we even met a female Salarian yet? The one on the council? No, the one on the council is a male, right? Salarians have photographic memories and rarely forget a fact. They also possess a form of psychological imprinting, tending to defer to those they knew in their youth. Salarian hatching is a solemn ritual in which the clan Dalatrus matriarch isolates herself with the eggs. The young Salarians psychologically imprint on her and tend to defer to her wishes. During the hatching of daughters, the latresses of the mother and father's clans are present at the imprinting. This ensures the offspring have equal loyalty to both, ensuring the desired dynastic and political unity. Oh, I never really thought about it because Salarians are so humanoid looking, but they come from eggs. That is a bit not what I normally expect. Krogan biology. The Krogan evolved in a lethal ecology. Over millions of years, the Grimm struggled to survive larger predators, virulent disease, and resource scarcity on their homeworld Tuchanka, turned the lizards into quintessential survivors. Perhaps the most telling indicator of Tuchanka's lethality is the Krogan eyes. Although they are a predator species by any standard definition, their eyes evolved to be wide-set, as an Earth prey species like deer and cattle. Krogan eyes have a 240-degree arc of vision, better suited for spotting enemies, sneaking up on them, than for pursuit. They look humanoid, but yeah, that design, the eyes on the side is it's not quite like the rest of us. Physically, the Krogan are nigh indestructible, with a tough hide impervious to any melee weapon short of a molecular blade. While they feel pain, it does not affect their ability to concentrate. They have multiple functioning examples of all major organs, and can often survive the loss of one or two, of any type. Rather than a nervous system, they have an electrically conductive second circulatory system. A Krogan can never be paralyzed. They may lose some of this fluid, but it can be replaced by the body in time. Is that why every time I knock a Krogan down, it can always seem to come back a little bit if I leave it alone? Oh my god. The hump on a Krogan's back stores water and fats that help the Krogan survive lean times. Large humps are a point of pride. Being well fed implies the Krogan is a superior predator. The most widely known biological feature of the Krogan is their incredible birth rate and rapid maturity. Once freed from the hostile cauldron of Tuchanka, the Krogan population swelled into a numberless horde. Only the genophage kept them from outbreeding the combined council races. Now the rare Krogan females capable of bringing a child to term are treated like strategic resources. Warlords will trade them at diplomacy, or more frequently, fight wars over them. That's really sad. Females are a rare resource, but if people don't find a way around this whole genophage business, eventually Krogans will just get wiped out. And yet, no one is thinking of a solution.